And now we're going to vacuum seal. Alright, what's the first thing we're going to... Oh, these are the...
Holy crap.
These are the preset 1 gallon ones. But so I didn't like the way these were sealed. I did it in a stack instead of spreading them out. So as Mike showed in an earlier video, you cut, I don't know if you can see it, we cut these V notches in it. It allows you to open the bag up easily without those getting into these bags when you need them, especially if your hands are wet with blood or water or something. It's going to be a nightmare. So we're going to cut these into smaller pieces. All right. Something like this. Actually, I have. Throw a few of these in.
For those extra heavy days.
Yeah, this is for the extra heavy flow. Just put. There we go. Let me make sure that this is it. Yeah. This bar right here, if you can see it, the gray bar, that's the heat seal. So you don't want the part that heats up and seals the bag to cover any of your what you have in the bag, and I just did that. So repositioning, start. How did we live without these for so long?
That's amazing. That's just so cool.
I'm not sure how we lived as long as we did without these. So I don't know if you can see. There's
Dang, that seals it fast.
that's 20 of the white pads, and I put 4 of the green pads in there. So there's 24 maxi pads. And it's about 1/4 of an inch.
So now heat seal one of those ends and you've got 2 bags in one.
Right, so this, you just saw me do the vacuum seal. Now I'm just going to do a manual seal. And what that's going to do is it's just going to put a seal on this end since it's open on both ends.
The rolls themselves are a little bit more convenient, but again, you just took a gallon bag and made it into 2 bags instead of having to waste all that.
So now we have a seal. And we haven't done the tampons yet. This will be interesting. This will be a first. And again, why not throw a couple of pads in there with it? So this is what we're going to seal. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 tampons, 2 pads.
Not to be graphic, I don't know how many tampons a woman would go through in a day. I could say maybe 4. I don't know, I'm not a woman. But that might be 2 days worth of barter right there that you could...
But also with a tampon, you've got the cotton inside, which is fire starter. You've got the string, which is a wick. You've got the plastic applicator, which is a straw. And you've got paper on the outside, which is also tinder. So it's a tampon and it's about 3 other things. And you can use it, a severely bleeding nose, jam it up somebody's nostril.
Put it in a bullet wound.
Yeah, plug a hole. That's what it's for. Whether it's a natural hole or a bullet hole. Okay, so again, make sure nothing's impeding where it's going to do the seal. 8 tampons, 2 pads. And the one thing we haven't done, do we have scissors? We have to cut our notches. And I left a big gap here on the seal so I can make really large notches.
Contingency Clan made a good point. The bigger the notch, the easier they are to see, especially in a traumatic or stressful situation. And what if you're the one being worked on and somebody gets into your bag and wants to open one of those up, you know, the bigger the notch, the easier it is to see.
So I don't know, see if you can see on the camera that I got to change that timeout setting. I put really large notches in there, but you're going to be able to grab that and just tear it right open, no problem at all. Do we have anything else to vacuum seal? I have one more thing, or actually that'd probably be two seals of pads. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you do one on my vacuum sealer. You can try it out.
Yeah, let me try it out. Let me take it for a spin.
All right. Gallon bag. Let me see. You get a gallon bag?
Yeah, that'll fit.
Is it too big?
Yeah.
I'll make a small bag for.
That'll work.
What am I doing?
Yeah, and then the leftovers you can use for another bag. I mean, everything can be sealed and just smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, I think I was using a quart bag for this.
So there's. Sorry, Jackhammer Mike's going to do a toilet paper roll, so I'm going to make this into a second bag real quick.
That definitely heats up the seal faster than mine does.
So there we have another bag to use. And do you have a tape measure?
Yes.
Let's do a before and after, because I think this is a big roll of toilet paper. So he is at 5 inches. So we're going to see what he can do as far as.
Just leave it open. Just leave it like that. It's easier to handle. Ultra soft Charmin.
That's for your, yeah.
So start out by a little compression, just to get it in the bag, nice and easy.
I hope that bag's big enough.
Yeah, it'll fit.
All right. Perfect. And let her grip.
Yeah, she's definitely got to work at it. Mine did too. As long as I got a good seal, which that might be questionable. This is something that you have to watch for. When you get a wrinkle in it, that might leak. We'll see. We'll leave it as it is for now. But those wrinkles, they're iffy. Okay, where are we at?
2.
Okay.
You lost over 50%.
Zombie beater. Dry, waterproof, compressed.
From 5 inches to 2.
You can't beat it. Vacuum sealing rocks. I love it. I love it.
Cut our notches. Because toilet paper is not something you want to struggle with trying to get this out of here when you need it. So, see the notches here? And that went from 5 inches to 2.
Nice.
And what we were just talking about when the camera was off was saying that if we ever have to stop this much bleeding, we're pretty much in a world of hurt. But Mike made a good point that this is barter material in the future. Literally down to nothing. But in the future, what would somebody be willing to trade you for a 20-pack of feminine hygiene products? Or Band-Aids, however you want to look at it. Somebody could be willing to trade you, you know, a couple cans of food or something.
He walks home with a bag of those, he's going to be a hero. Does this help?
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah. There you go. And these are extras for the medical supply area we have over here. Okay, anybody got something they'd like to vacuum seal? I'm going. I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I'm ready to go.
You know what we're going to end up doing if shit hits the fan? We're going to... Did you show a picture of this thing yet? The camera?
Yeah, I don't know how well I got it though.
The contingency plan and Jackhammer Mike are going to put this thing on wheels and we're going to cart it through little enclaves and see who wants to barter for different kinds of medical supplies and all.
This is all medical supplies from fish mocks to gauze to triple antibiotic to...
Got a place for some squeezably soft Charmin.
And apparently we keep rolls of toilet paper in here as well. And then on top, we have paracord, easy access to paracord if we want to make something.
Improvised tourniquet, improvised sling.
Do you have one of those jars with you with the paracord in it out here? I'm going to show you this thing that Mike makes for paracord, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's a little one. Yeah. You get the idea.
So this is just a paracord dispenser, basically.
Just pull it out.
Yeah, I was trying to put it back in though.
It's easy.
He made me one of these, and he put the label from my paracord on the outside, so I know the information in regards to that specific paracord that's in the jar at the present time.
What was that, 100 feet?
Yeah.
Goes right in there.
So, for those of you that use paracord, this is a fantastic way to store it and dispense it. Got this one finger that wants to poke up, and like I said, that's where the seal happens, and we don't want that.
It's a balmy 87 degrees in here.
There we go. It was fighting it. Let's see how the... Oh, that's fantastic. I'm starting to think that the vacuum sealer might be the best money I ever spent in my life. I get more enjoyment, entertainment out of this vacuum sealer than like anything else I own. That's probably 50 pairs of nitrile gloves.
Crazy.
Make a second bag and then trim that one.
Now, you know, the thing is, and I remember my mom and dad had a seal a meal way, way back when I was a kid. And they had it up on the wall. And then what they would do is they would do the chili and things like that in a bag, and they'd put it up in there and hold onto it and get it in there and do their thing. Could you, I couldn't imagine doing something liquid in this platform. Soup, chili, whatever, stew.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, what would happen?
I don't see it happening in there, and I think maybe on the back.
Well, there is a, if you look on the front, there's different settings. I think there's a wet seal. Moist. It does something differently if you select that.
Yeah, but how do you get it in there without all the shit rolling out of the edge?
Very carefully. So there's our gloves with the notch. This goes back into the medical bag where it was taking up a lot of room.
Yeah, I'm all by myself, waiting for you to go to bed. I'm not going.
Okay, the last thing I'm going to vacuum seal tonight is the rest of these gloves for our supply cart. And then I think we can call it a night.
I don't know if it's safe out here for you, Max. Good thing he doesn't have a Great Dane size bag. Yes, I know. It's really a great deal that you got.
Free? Yeah.
In fact, that's a smoking deal. Sleepy's out of your eyes. Yeah, I hate When we go out, I'm going to vac a bunch of leg quarters, 2 legs each, in a bag, freeze them so that they'll stay frozen and help keep the cooler cold. Because he eats stuff frozen. They've been eating frozen dog bones and everything forever. He doesn't mind it cold.
Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Got a couple more things to vacuum seal, but gonna wait on that. Hope you found something useful. Peace.